Yes, welcome back. Let's read some more. My apartment is very hot, but I'm used to that. Being like this every summer, many years. It's 31 degrees. I think it's been like 32 or 33 last year. That was the most hot, but not 40, of course. I think 32 or 33. I forgot I had my Japan playlist. I like to travel to Japan in the future. I like to visit Tokyo. Normally, I can sleep on this manka cafes or capsule hotels. I am watching a lot of videos from Tokyo. There's many YouTubers walking around in Tokyo. So I like to read more about Japan and Japan history and everything about Japan. I have a lot of many read lists down there in a big pile down there. So I forgot that, so let's read this one. But if I read about Japanese aircraft, I just put on my normal, like I read this, I don't know, I think I put it to my aircrafts. I'm reading about all kind of aircrafts. This one I put on my read list, and the same like this. But let's read the Empire of Japan. But that's a long one, so maybe don't have power. It's not power enough. But then just take a break and charging my camcorder.
Empire of Japan. Coordinates 35 degree 4057 and 139 degree 4510 page semi-protected. Empire of Japan. Dai Nippon Teikaku. 1868-1947 Flag of Japan. Flag Imperial Seal of Japan. Imperial Seal Motto 1868-1912. Gakachi no Gozaiman, the Oath in 5 Articles Anthem 1869-1945. Kimagyo, His Imperial Majesty's Reign 1, 2, A. Empire of Japan 1 to 6. From the 1910 takeover of Korea until the 1945 surrender. B. Empire of Japan 1 to 6. From the 1910 takeover of Korea until the 1945 surrender. B. The Empire of Japan, also referred to as the Japanese Empire, Imperial Japan, or simply Japan, was the Japanese nation-state, that existed from Meiji Restoration in 1868 until the enactment of the Reformed Constitution of Japan in 1947. 8. From the 29th of August 1910 until the 2nd of September 1945. It administered Hanaishi, the Japanese archipelago and post 1943 Karafuto, and the Gaichi, Korea, Taiwan, Kwantung Least Territory, and pre-1943 Karafuto. The South Seas Mandate was a single Japanese dependent territory in the name of the League of Nations. In the closing stages of World War II, with Japan defeated alongside the rest of the Axis, formalized Japanese instrument of surrender was issued in compliance with Potsdam Declaration of the Victorious Allies, and Japanese de facto territory subsequently shrunk to cover only the Japanese archipelago as it is today. Under the slogans of Fukoku Kaya, J, and Shokuzen KGY, K, which followed the Boshin War and the restoration of power to the emperor from the shogun, Japan underwent a period of large-scale industrialization and militarization, often regarded as the fastest modernization of any country to date. All of these aspects contributed to Japan's emergence as a great power following the First Sino-Japanese War, the Boxer Rebellion, the Russo-Japanese War, and World War I. Economic and political turmoil in the 1920s, including the Great Depression, led to the rise of militarism, nationalism and totalitarianism, as embodied in Shuiseism. This ideological shift eventually culminated in Japan joining the Axis. Areas de facto controlled by the Empire of Japan at peak in World War II, 1942 Naishi, c. Geichi, de facto colonies, Korea, Taiwan, and Karafuto, d/mandate/leased territory. Puppet states /occupied territories. Capital Kyoto, 1868-1869-3. Tokyo City, 1869-1943. Tokyo, 1943-1947. Largest city Tokyo City, 1868-1943. Tokyo, 1943-1947. Official languages Japanese recognized regional languages Hokkien, Mandarin, Hakka, Korean. Religion de jure, secular state. De facto, state Shinto, state ideology, e. Government unitary absolute monarchy, 1868-1889-7, under Dage Khan, 7, 1868-1885. Unitary parliamentarism e constitutional monarchy, 1889-1947-8, under a Zaha military dictatorship, 1931-1940. Under a Schwa statist party totalitarian alliance with Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, and also conquering a large part of Asia-Pacific. 15. The Imperial Japanese Armed Forces initially achieved large-scale military successes during the Second Sino-Japanese War and the Pacific War. However, from 1942 onwards, and particularly after decisive Allied advances at Midway Atoll and Guadalcanal, Japan was forced to adopt a defensive stance against the United States. The American-led island-hopping campaign led to the eventual loss of many of Japan's Oceanian island possessions in the following 3 years. Eventually, the American military captured Iwo Jima and Okinawa Island, leaving the Japanese mainland unprotected and without a significant naval defense force. By August 1945, plans had been made for an Allied invasion of mainland Japan, but were reshelved after Japan surrendered in the face of a major breakthrough by the United States and the Soviet Union, with the former detonating 2 atomic bombs over Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the latter invading Japan's northern territories. The Pacific War officially came to an end on 2 September 1945. Leading to the beginning of the Allied occupation of Japan, during which American military leader Douglas MacArthur administered the country. In 1947, through Allied efforts, a new Japanese constitution was enacted, officially ending the Japanese Empire and forming present-day Japan. During this time, the Imperial Japanese Armed Forces were dissolved and replaced by the current Japan Self-Defense Forces. Reconstruction under the Allied occupation continued until 1952, consolidating the modern Japanese constitutional monarchy. In total, the Empire of Japan had 3 emperors, given posthumous names Meiji, Taisho, and Shwa. The Imperial Military Dictatorship, 1940-1945. Under military occupation, 1945-1947. Emperor 1868-1912 Meiji 1912-1926 Taisha 1926-1947 Shwa Prime Minister 1885-1888 First, It Hirobumi 1946-1947 Last, Shigeru Yoshida Legislature None, Rule by Decree 1868-1871 House of Peers 1871-1889 Imperial Diet since 1889 Upper House House of Peers 1889-1947 Lower House House of Representatives from 1890 Historical Era Meiji Taisha Shwa Meiji Restoration 3 January 1868 9 Meiji Constitution 11 February 1889 First Sino-Japanese War 25 July 1894 Russo-Japanese War 8 February 1904 World War I 23 August 1914 Mukden Incident 18 September 1931 Second Sino-Japanese War 7 July 1937 Founding of the IIA 12 October 1940 World War II 7 December 1941 Surrender of Japan 2 September 1945 Reconstituted 3 May 1947 8 Area 1938 10 1,984,000 f. Kilometer 2, 766,000 square mi. 1942, 11, 7,400,000 g. Kilometer 2, 2,900,000 square mi. Population 192077,700,000 A1940105,200,000 H. Currency Japanese yen, Korean yen, Taiwanese yen. Era came to an end partway through Shwa's reign, though he remained emperor until 1989. Terminology. The historical state is frequently referred to as the Empire of Japan, the Japanese Empire, or Imperial Japan in English. In Japanese it is referred to as Dai Nippon Teikaku, 16, which translates to Empire of Great Japan, Dai Great, Nippon Japanese, Teikaku Empire. Teikaku is itself composed of nouns te referring to an emperor and koku nation, state, literally imperial state or imperial realm. Compare the German Kaiserreich. This meaning is significant in terms of geography, encompassing Japan and its surrounding areas. The nomenclature Empire of Japan had existed since the enter Tokugawa domains, Satsuma and Ch, which founded their new government during the Meiji Restoration with the intention of forming a modern state to resist Western domination. Later empire emerged as a great power in the world. Due to its name in kanji characters and its flag, it was also given the exonyms Empire of the Sun and Empire of the Rising Sunday. History. Background. After 2 centuries, the seclusion policy or sakaku, under the shoguns of the Edo period came to an end when the country was forced open to trade by the Convention of Kanagawa, which came when Matthew C. Perry arrived in Japan in 1854. Thus, the period known as Bakumatsu began. Succeeded by Tokugawa Shogunate Republic of Ease occupied Japan 56.0 million lived in the Naishi. 12. 73.1 million lived in the Naishi. 12. Japanese Empire Japanese name Kanjira Ganeka Teikane Kaijite transcriptions revised Hepburn Dai Nippon Teikaku Dai Nihon Teikaku Japanese Empire Japanese name Kaijite Shinjite transcriptions romanization Dai Nippon Teikaku Official term name Official term Japanese Empire Literal translation name Literal translation Imperial State of Greater Japan. The following year saw increased foreign trade and interaction. Commercial treaties between the Tokugawa shogunate and Western countries were signed. In large part due to the humiliating terms of these unequal treaties, the shogunate soon faced internal hostility, which materialized into a radical, xenophobic movement. Heisenji, literally revere the emperor, expel the barbarians. 17. In March 1863, the emperor issued the order to expel barbarians. Although the shogunate had no intention of enforcing order, it nevertheless inspired attacks against the shogunate itself and against foreigners in Japan. The Namongyuji incident during 1862 led to the murder of an Englishman, Charles Lennox Richardson, by a party of samurai from Satsuma. The British demanded reparations but were denied. While attempting to exact payment, the Royal Navy was fired on from coastal batteries near the town of Kagoshima. They responded by bombarding the port of Kagoshima in 1863,